Oh, hello. How are you? That's good. Nice to see you. Welcome to my little cooking stream. We're gonna do a little cooking. Oh. But first we gotta clean the kitchen. Let's do that. I empty the dishwasher and load it up again. Gummy slicing knife. I know everyone found that really amusing. Well, what can I tell you? I like my utensils to feel that they have purpose. Very cognizant of the self-esteem of my utensils. Holy crap. Andy's making a speech. As it was there, too unfriended before unfriended, and holy shit, it was a Collingswood story, eh? I might have to check that out. Yeah. I get scared, except for Hereditary, but I jumped out of my body at the ending. Every time a single noise occurs in my room, I have a Fred Sanford moment immediately. This was pre-typed because I was hoping you would get on so I could tell you about it. Well, yeah. That did kind of have the smell of copy and paste to it, but yes, no, that sounds awesome, dude. I'll have to check that out. Is it streaming anywhere? Because I don't have money to buy things right now. I barely have money to feed us right now. So I will happily watch things for free if they are on a service I have. Ugh. Let's put that there for now. This here. And put this in here. Alright. Dishwasher is empty. Let's fill it up again. As to what we'll be making, well, stay tuned. We'll find out. And then after we eat, I don't know what we're doing. I don't have any plans for today, so might play some more Cyberpunk. Depends on my mood, really. I'm not in a great place today. What else is new, eh? So tired of it all. On the plus side, some of the Cyberpunk videos are doing well on YouTube Shorts. So that's good. One of the hilariously efficient videos got a fair amount of views, so that's good. Glad to see people enjoying those, although, I mean, some of them I think are enjoying them for the wrong reasons. Just like, they just want to bash the game or whatever, but, whatever, I'll take your hate view. I mean, to be fair, I'm showing glitches and stuff, so I guess I can kind of, my own fault, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I wanted to put this in there. The pan that we didn't really use, but now we got it clean because it had meat on it. Let's take clean over here. I did place a small order for gummies. And a few of the more essential vitamins in my vitamin regimen, so at least that's being partly taken care of. All of which will hopefully arrive by the end of this week. I got it scraped together enough to get the last volume of Moon Knight. Kind of wanted to binge read those before the show starts, even though I think the show is based on a later incarnation of Moon Knight where things are a little different, but that's okay. I still want to read all the originals. It's supposed to be a great series, like a great comic series. I don't know if we're going to put this on right away, or maybe we'll just wait until we're finished with dinner here. Rosie used this for her paint, and there's just like paint caked on the bottom of it. I keep trying to wash it, but it just doesn't want to happen. On the plus side, I don't know if it's a trend or what, or if it's just this week was good, but food prices seem to be returning to normal, kinda. Got some pork chops. They were pretty reasonably priced considering how they've been lately. Got a few cheap steaks just to have steak and eggs for breakfast one day. My usual cheap go-to cut, the sirloin tip, which is quite good. For rent on Amazon. Yeah, I don't pay for rentals on streaming services. If it's not included, I don't watch it. Simple as that. They've already got like so much money from me. I'm not giving them any more. Fuck that noise. Ow. So, guess I'll just wait for it to hit it for free. It'll be free eventually. Or maybe not, actually. It was from 2002. Who knows? Alright. So next up, we got to wash a couple of pans because, as you know, our oven is not working, but the elements work, so we can pan fry stuff. We're going to be doing some stuff in the pan today, which I guess is good because I can show you. You can get a nice view. A little bummed we didn't get a single donation yesterday. Playing my heart out with Cyberpunk, checking out the new update. I thought we had a fair number of people here. There was like, even at like fucking 4 in the morning, there was like 25 people here. So that was nice. But nobody dropped anything. Like, well, glad you enjoyed the free entertainment, folks. Thanks for coming out. Not like I'm doing this for a living or anything, just saying, you know. Really hoping the birthday goes well. Almost relying on that. I guess I'm a little bummed about that too. I mean, it is kind of a big milestone birthday, right? It's a big 5-0. Am I where I wanted to be in life at this age? Well, in some ways, but not in all of them. Really thought I'd have my special somebody by now. When you get to be this age, you get tired of the chase, you know? You just don't have the energy for it anymore. It's like, look, this is me. This is all that I am. If that appeals to you, it's great. Maybe we can have something. But I'm not going to spend my time chasing you or trying to convince you that I'm worthy of your love. You know, like... Be with me or don't. But don't be with me if your heart's not really in it. Because then you're just wasting both our time. Anyway, I think we've more than covered that in recent months. So I feel like I'm just going to keep all that to myself going forward. I'll just silently die inside. Plus, I don't want to cause any more trouble for anybody, directly or indirectly. Wow, what the hell? It's like, did we just take off a chunk of the towel? No, it did. Well, that is very true, Hunter. Absolutely, and I mean that's all it was ever meant to be. Was just talking it out, you know, and dealing with it, and wasn't putting anybody down, wasn't pointing fingers, wasn't talking trash, nothing. I was just talking about my feels, you know. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm fine, everything is great, when I'm dying inside, you know. No, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to get that shit out. I'm going to put it in front of me so I can deal with it. Try to lay it all on the table and take a step back and just deal with it. But needless to say, I'm just fucking broken, honestly, by the whole thing. Soul crushed. And, shields on maximum, walls built higher than ever. Everything on high alert. Meaning, I'm a lot less inclined now to feel like opening up to someone again, unless I'm very sure that they are very sure that what we have is what they want. I just can't do it. I just can't be vulnerable like that to someone again, and take the chance that I'd be abandoned again. I mean, I had abandonment issues before. You have no idea the abandonment issues I have now. Okay, so that's all that. What else do we need? We need this pan. This pan with all this stuffing in it that I made that I really don't want to eat because it had too much water in it. So we're just going to get rid of it. And then we can use this pan for something else. I'm just glad we got through that date this month. Got out of the season. So now maybe we can focus on other things finally. I mean, not that I haven't been focusing on other things. I've done so much work the past few months. Holy shit. Especially with YouTube Shorts and just using that as a super duper promotional tool, and it's doing fairly well. Definitely a few videos got some traction, and looks like today's is doing fairly well. Yesterday's did fairly well. So, yeah. It was unintentionally timely to post those Cyberpunk videos when I did, actually, because, of course, the big update just dropped out of nowhere, and nobody was expecting it so soon. And so it's like literally the day the update came out, I had a bunch of Cyberpunk videos going up, so like shortly before, after, and during that day. So that kind of turned out to be unintentionally serendipitous. So people are looking for Cyberpunk videos right now, like it's a hot thing that people are searching for, and like, wow, that couldn't have gone better if I'd planned it. So I see it as the universe cut me a little break there. Thanks, universe. You fucking troll. Alrighty, what are we making today, huh? You must be wondering. Well, I'll show you. I'm so glad I have this cake pan that fits perfectly in my toaster oven. So I can at least do some oven-y things. I'll have to catch the building manager at some point and let her know. There. Actually, we'll throw this in here too. Give it a proper wash. There we go. Alright, so what are we making today? I'll show you in a second. What's this here? man. Thanks, Andy. What's this? Oh, ordered the Blu-ray for you. Hopefully it's the same address as it was when I sent the Daria set. I don't remember when you sent the Daria set. If the apartment number starts with a 3, then it is not the correct address. I'll say that. I don't live on that floor anymore. Watching, what I was lamenting, what was going on? Watching your stream was therapeutic for me at my worst over the past year, and part of that was because of how open you were with your own feelings. 2019. Oh, okay. If it was 2019, then yes, I would have been in this apartment. I couldn't remember when you sent it. I thought that was when I was still upstairs, but no. All right, I guess not. Good. So it should be fine then. Thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate that, dude. I'm sure I will enjoy it. So is it? I'm guessing it's kind of a desktop horror thing. Like you said, it was kind of like Unfriended. I liked Unfriended, especially the second one. I thought the second one was better. All right. So what are we making today? Oh, I should show you what I'm making. This is broccoli and cheddar, Uncle Ben's Fast and Fancy. Just a very simple side dish. They were on sale today. And then we have, which one has the biggest ones? This one. We have pork chops. Yeah. So we're going to do the pork chops very similar to how I've been doing steak lately. We're just going to pan sear them and then kind of finish them on lower heat. Just going to put this pan away. And use this other burner. So I guess let's put you guys down on the burner. I'll put you on the burner, yes. Just cook my audience. There we go. How's that looking? Yeah, it's a little high, or a little low actually, so let's do that. You see the other pan there? Yeah, just a little lower, I guess, just a smidge. How's that? Alright, that should be good enough. There's really no perfect way to do it. Yeah. If I ever get a house, I'll like just mount a webcam permanently in the kitchen, and we'll use that for cooking streams. You didn't like the teenagers? Yeah. Did you see the second one, Seth? I actually liked the second one better. I thought it was scarier. Mainly because, I guess, because they didn't, it's not supernatural stuff like the first one was. It's more scary people. Oh, that's correct. Hold on. It's hard to see the markings on the inside of the pan here. There we go. So you just need 2 cups of water for this, and I usually mix in a little extra virgin olive oil as well, just to make it all slippery. Do the rice, I actually just use a whisk to keep it from sticking to each other and whatnot, so that's good. There's a little bit of grease on the top here. Just wipe that off. Do 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 do. guessing everyone's holding off their donos for my birthday stream. At least I hope so. It's been pretty quiet this week. I haven't streamed a lot. What's going on? I actually thought we'd get more on the Valentine's Day stream. Oh God, I said that word. Okay. You want to get the rice going first. It takes a little bit longer. It takes about 20 minutes.
Andy Breckenridge 99 donated $100.
Perfect.
Is this enough to make Crow Latin shit his pants?
Make sure it's all mixed in there, and you want all the seasonings soaked into the water. Holy shit, Andy. Thanks so much, dude. Hey, everyone. Be like Andy. Give until it hurts. That's actually a Transformers quote. I should actually clip the soundbite so I can use it in my streams when I'm shamelessly e-begging for food money. Such an e-beggar. You're just jealous because nobody wants to throw money at you, motherfucker. Because you have the personality of a wet paper bag. Well, basically, you just recovered all the money I spent on groceries today. Thank you so much, dude. Alright, so the way we do this is we partially cover it. Not fully, just partially. Enough to contain some of the heat, but not so much that it's going to boil over, so you want some venting there. There is a little tiny hole there for venting, but it's not enough. We need, like, big venting for big rice. Just enough to make Croatin shit in his pants. Dance for Andy? Well, I can't see the message. If there's a message attached to it. The Twitch app is very limited. It just gives me, it just says that there was a donation. If there's any funny message attached to it, I don't see it. So, anyway, never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to fuck around and whatever the words are. Alright, there you go. You got your dance. Was that worth $100? Yes. Oh, you're dancing for Andy. Well, just forget that part. Nobody clipped that. Speaking of which, there was a funny moment in Cyberpunk, and I knew I would forget it. I don't remember what it was. But I remember specifically asking everybody there, all like 25 fucking people, to clip it. Just any clip. Doesn't have to be perfect, just so I know where it is in the stream. Nobody clipped it. Nobody. Literally anybody can do clips, you guys realize, right? Like, all of you can do clips. All of you. It's just a button. You click the button, and that's it. It's all automatic. Just click the fucking button, for God's sake. So now, I gotta go through the whole goddamn stream, we'll do that later tonight, and find where that clip was. I don't even remember what it was. I don't even know what I'm looking for. So we're just gonna, yeah, we'll find it. Whatever it was. It was through PayPal. Excellent. Yes. Well, I probably won't get it tomorrow because I tend to withdraw the money from a particular stream when the stream is over, and then so it usually comes through by the next day. Honestly, anyway, it's pretty quick with PayPal. So, and if not, it's definitely by the next day. So, is there blood on the floor or just water? I don't know, but I'm gonna get a paper towel anyway. That was meat juice. It must have dripped from the pork chops here. Yeah, there's a little bit of drippage there. It's all right. But yeah, still no pork loins, which is unfortunate. This is the kinds of pork chops I get from the pork loins. And I like these ones the best because they have the layer of fat there, and then they have this chunk at the end that has some nice fat and really tender, juicy meat. Ow! Fucking covered. Anyway, just a really nice balance of meat and fat that gives it a delicious flavor. So, now I don't know how long these are going to take. The rice usually takes about 20 minutes. So, we'll just kind of hang over doing that. When you take back your $100, he's ranting at us. No, I will not. He can rant all he wants. He deserves everything I or anyone else gives him. Meat Juice was your high school nickname. Mine was Camel Crotch. And unfortunately, not for good reasons. It was just a random thing these assholes used to call me to make my life miserable. So I tried to turn it against them by saying, well, you know, camels are pretty well endowed, so thanks for the compliment. And then they came back with, yeah, well endowed with fleas. It all fell apart when the girl I had a huge crush on, I got on the bus one day and she looked me right in the eyes as I passed by her seat and she just smirked. It's like, oh, she's smiling at me. And then she said, Camel Crotch. I'm like, well then, just take me out behind the barn and blow my brains out. Candy cotton balls. What the shitty, where did that even come from? Candy cotton balls. Not cotton candy, at least cotton candy balls would have made a little bit more sense, you know, rhythm-wise, but I don't know, that's so weird. Trichinosis juice, oh yeah. And besides, a lot of people like my rants, by the way. The HD rants, 1 and 2, are among my highest viewed videos ever. The most consistently viewed, actually. I still get comments on them to this day. You know, the last video in that was like 13 years ago. Or 12 I guess the last one was the 1080p Blu-ray versus DVD comparison video. And I still get comments on it. It's actually one of my highest viewed videos. It's like 250,000 views on it or something. It's something ridiculous. But yeah, people like my rants. 4K rants. I would love it if a girlfriend called me candy cotton balls. Yeah. So apparently the term camel crotch actually originated from a like an 80s Charles Bronson action movie. I don't recall which one, but there's like a young girl that he ends up having to protect or something, like a teenage girl he has to protect or something. And at one point she calls him Camel Crotch. And I was just like, oh my god, this is where it's from. So, yeah. That's right, paying you. Personalized rants directly at you. $100. I will rant in your face at you and you alone. Hey, Wolf Den. Well, just doing some cooking right now. We're making some broccoli and cheddar Uncle Ben's rice. Fast and fancy. It's the cheap stuff, but it's good. It's got some nice flavor to it. It's fine. It's fine. I should tell you what all I got. I got a stack of Mr. Noodles. I got 12 of these. Now, a lot of the items like this, you can just, it'll ask you how many you have, because it assumes you're going to buy more than one. I mean, who buys one pack of Mr. Noodles? It's just ramen, basically, with some dehydrated vegetables and, flavor packet of beef broth, basically. You know, we've all had this before. I'm playing Cyberpunk a lot lately. It really put me in the mood for ramen. I've always thought of ramen as, like, cyberpunk food. I think because it shows up in a lot of cyberpunk literature as what hackers tend to live on a lot of the time. So I got that. So I got 12 packs of that, and I had to punch in each one individually. 49 cents each, by the way. Then, got a big tube of ground beef. So just going to fry this up and use it for, just grabbing a handful and throwing into the Mr. Noodles. So there's a little bit of protein in there. And then for some added nutritional value, got 2 packs of frozen peas and carrots. So that's going to be a little quick and easy go-to staple food item for a little bit. Might buy a few more, actually, just kind of stock up on them. But, and what else? Got 2 packs of the pork chops. And also got some steaks. So these are basically, these can be dinner steaks or breakfast steaks. It's just a really nice cut of meat. It's the sirloin tip, quite tasty. And then got 2 dozen free-range eggs. It's all about the free range. And we already have some cheese that I got the other day. I got some Dole fruit salad for Rose. She loves these. I asked her which kind she likes, and she said the kind with extra cherries. So extra cherries right there. Kid knows where it's at. I was all about the extra cherries when I had fruit cups as a kid too. And then we got a whole stack of these fruit to go bars. They're basically just, it's like fruit leather basically, but there's like, 5 different varieties. So I just got a stack of them. They're really cheap. It's like 4 for $2 or something like that. And then also got some Welch's fruit snacks, because Rose loves these and they're a little healthier than regular gummies. So, good stuff. So just some stuff for Rose to munch on that's reasonably healthy. Rose got some of her vaccinations done today. Not COVID, but all the other stuff like measles and chickenpox and the flu, I think, and whatever else. Just she was behind on a few of them, so the school had a vaccination program where, with parents' permission, they would get the kids up to date on their vaccinations. So we're like, yeah, go for it. So she got like 3 needles today, but she was a trooper. Got it all done. It's all good. And then we're both booked in for our COVID booster this Saturday around 3 p.m. So when you see me Saturday, we will be triple vaxxed, ladies and gentlemen. Triple vaxxed. So, yeah. I laugh about it now, but back then, my 7-year-old little heart. Well, yeah, same here. It's like those guys made my high school life a living fucking hell. Like, it was just, dreading to go every day. Like, it was just awful. Absolutely awful. And, this is one day I punched one of the bullies right in the face on the bus. Next thing I know, me and the bully are carried off the bus like the cop dragging Jay and Silent Bob in Strikes Back when he's searching for drugs. Funny enough, I had a jacket similar to Jay's at the time. Well, there you go. Very nice. Alright, how's this coming along? Okay, so we're starting to boil here. So we can probably crank the heat up here. So we're going to put it on, let's see, it goes up to 10. We're going to put it up to about 7.5. We want it fairly hot. We're going to do it like we do the steaks. which I think will be really good. I think it'll smell really good when the fat is like just sizzling away in there. Oh, it's gonna be so tasty. So, word. And hello, Morgan. How's it going, dude? Man, I really gotta start these streams earlier. I've been like just swimming around in my own head all afternoon, and already I'm feeling a little better just hanging with you guys. You know, as much as you say I'm your therapy, you guys are my therapy too. That goes both ways. That goes both ways. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like a nice chill stream tonight. We'll just hang out, have a good time. We might play a little more Cyberpunk. Been enjoying checking out the new updates and stuff, but or we might just sit and chat. I don't know. We'll see. I got like a little bit of scheduling we can do on Facebook, like all of 3 days, I think. How long is it? Well, however many days it's been since we last did that big batch, so maybe 3 or 4. Oh, and I didn't do that online. I did that offline because I felt it was too boring for you guys. So, hey, it's got to be done. It's got to be done, right? So since reducing the Facebook posts to 1 per day, performance has been a little better. They don't really generally get stellar performance because you're at the mercy of the Facebook algorithm, like big time there. But they seem to be getting between about 150 and 200 exposures apiece, which is good. That's actually better than I think most of them were doing. Most of them are hovering around 100 or less, like considerably less, doing 2 per day. So, boy, they really don't want you to flood your content, do they? So anyway, reduced it to 1 per day, which means I can milk the content a little longer too, like literally twice as long. And they seem to be performing a little better, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Watching Jessica Jones. Excellent. Yeah, it really is, Seth, and that's the thing. My personal page, they don't seem to give a shit on the personal pages so much. Most of my posts get nice responses. Funny enough, the ones that mostly get responses are the memes and the funny posts. If I post anything even remotely lamenting, it's like everyone just suddenly disappears. You know, it's a little disheartening. It's like, hey guys, these are the posts I could actually really want the reactions on more than anything else. So glad you like the memes, but I'm dying inside here and could use a little moral support. That's why I'm posting these. Oh, we were talking about Ruffles chips the other day. I got a bag of regular. Got a bag of sour cream and onion for Rose. And they didn't have regular barbecue, but they did have flamin' hot barbecue, which actually is very similar to the regular barbecue. It's just got a little bit more kick to it. Really nice. So I'm going to enjoy those. So maybe while we enjoy the last of our gummies, yes, we're down to our last 2 gummies today. We at least have a lot of munchies on hand, so that's good. It's not just you, it's like that for my work page. An article gets like 10% of the engagement of a meme. No, the stove is not working. Like I said before, the elements are working. It's the oven inside that is not working. So I can't cook anything in the oven, but I can still use the elements. And I do have a toaster oven as well, so if it's not like a freaking roast beef or something, we can cook it in the toaster oven. Actually, I probably could do a roast beef if it wasn't like a huge one. So, anyway. What's funny is actually when I last talked to the manager, I gave her my particulars for YouTube and Twitch, so I keep hoping she'll watch. She'll just watch and find out about the stove through watching the stream. I know my the previous management used to watch my streams all the time. The husband is a husband and wife duo, and I still keep in touch with them. Actually, super super nice people, love them to death. But the husband especially really enjoyed watching whenever I would play scary games, because he watched during when I was playing Alien Isolation. He watched all of that live as I was doing it, and he was saying like, "Oh, I could like go downstairs right now and like just pound on his balcony door and freak the shit out of him." Like, don't you do that. I know where you live. Unfortunately, you know where I live too. But yeah, so it's pretty crazy. So what was it? Yeah, no, these aren't necessarily articles though. I mean, it's just other things that I post. Um, I post a mix of things. Occasionally, I'll type something up. I did type up a couple around Valentine's Day, just because there was some very specific things I wanted to say, I guess, and get off my chest. And those ones actually got quite a lot of engagement. A lot of friends, and longtime viewers and whatnot who I consider friends. Um, Responded and had some very wonderful things to say. I heard from some relatives I hadn't heard from in a long time either. I mean, that was great, very heartwarming. But but no, the ones I'm talking about are ones that are like philosophies about life or love or things like that. I don't want to say poetry because most of them aren't poetry. They're just kind of like musings, I guess, um, about relationships and love and life and stuff like that. And I post the ones that resonate for me, essentially. There's a lot that I don't post because while they do technically resonate with me, they just come off a little too bitter, I guess. And I don't really want to come off that way. I just want to, you know, vent my pain. So I started working on a fantasy project, a biopic on Alanis Morissette, and the story of the making of Jagged Little Pill and the massive mayhem that success caused after release. Had a dream about it, said why not? That was such a massive album. I loved it too. I think I still have the CD actually. But pretty much everybody I knew loved that album and just loved Alanis after that. It was interesting because that was the album where she really changed her image. She was basically a pop star before that, when she was a teenager. And, she did a couple albums, I think, in her pop days. But then she did Jagged Little Pill, which was a much more personal album, much more raw and um, just drawing on her own life experiences and relationships and stuff like that, and it was great. And I think that it really, a lot of the songs and the words just really resonated with people, because I mean we've all been there in some way, and there's just so much to relate to in those songs, and they're great songs. They're just really good, catchy songs, and she really showed like just how powerful a singer she is, beyond all the bubblegum pop stuff she was doing before. Like really took everybody by surprise. It's is it really? I think I heard that somewhere. It's about Dave Coulier, and just what a shitty boyfriend he was. Well then, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Alright, here we go. And the sizzling begins. Will we be able to fit all 6 in here is the question. We'll find out. We're going to try. I'm thinking, oh, that's not going to fit. Yeah, but we got a little one. There's just a little one there. Here we go. Alright. No, it's You Can't Do That on Television was the title. I used to watch that all the time as a kid. And the first single was 10 and had a real successful career, especially in Canada, when she was home, and then Jagged came along. Jagged Little Pill was like the soundtrack of my 95 and my 96 Family Guy. Oh, Death Has a Shadow. That's a classic episode. With, what's his face? Norm Macdonald as Death. Wonderful. Alright, yeah, these probably won't take too long. Look at that. We've got a nice sear on there already. Shit. I gotta refill my pepper here. Hold on. Essentially making a funnel with my fingers. It doesn't take a lot to fill it up. Like, look at that, we're almost full already. Gotta be very careful. And yes, there have been times when I've dumped it all over the place doing that. Kind of get to know the balance after a bit. There. Put it down to medium. Granulated garlic on there. Alright, looks like the rice is pretty much done. It just needs to sit for a bit. So we'll, yeah. So we're just going to cover that up and take it off the heat. So for this part, we just cover it up. We got the sear, so it should keep the moisture in nicely and the flavor. We just do it like this because it kind of contains the heat and helps it all to cook a little better. So, Olivia Rodrigo. She's an up-and-coming massive artist at the moment. She's also an actress. She comes from the Disney Channel world. Plus, I think she looks a bit like her. And R.I.P. Norm Macdonald. And greetings, Crimson Cross. How's it going, dude? Hope your day is going well. Oh, we should actually season the other side here so it's ready. Move this one in a little more to the center, I think. Put that one there. There we go. because it's a bigger one, right? So there we go. It's actually the first food I've had today. I had coffee. Yay. Good evening, Cinema Mike. How's it going? Yeah, this shouldn't really take too long. Pork generally cooks pretty quick, especially when you do it in the pan like this. Alright, so we'll just finish this up. And we'll be all good. Feeling pretty good. Obviously, with pork, you don't want to underdo it. I don't mind if it's a little overdone. With these particular cuts, they tend to stay pretty juicy anyway, just because of the fat. I'm just going to ask Rose if she wants some. Rosie's been playing her own game of Cyberpunk. She's still in the prologue, actually. She just met Judy for the first time and did the first brain dance. So, pretty cool. And she didn't want any food. Said she's tired and just going to go to bed. I'm like, okay. She'll be staying home from school as well tomorrow just because she was a little behind on her vaccine, so they gave her 3. So she's just kind of knocked out today. So, must be heading off to bed, gentlemen, sadly. Unfortunately, for fuck's sake, got work tomorrow, so I must be getting some slumber so I can go to work and wonder why. Why? Indeed. Well, hopefully the answer will come to you. I think we're pretty much done here. Shall we go stuff our faces? Let's give it another minute. Well, if I'd known Rose wasn't going to have some, I might not have done all 6. That's okay. We'll have some for later. See, look at that. Rice is good. Just needed a little bit of time to soak the last bit in. And we're all set. And all the steam just pouring off of everything. Right? It's awesome. Love it. Broccoli and cheddar and cheese, which barely has any broccoli or cheese in it, but It does have a nice flavor and a nice creamy texture, though. I like it. It's kind of my usual go-to when I make pork chops, actually. It's very tasty. All right. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good one. And we'll grab this one here. Just grab a couple. And there we go. Din din. Ta-da! Look at that. I'll bring you guys over in a sec here. Yes, no bedtime for me either. I will likely also be up quite late. I don't know if it'll be till sunrise, but it'll be late. I mean, I'll at least give you guys close to 8 hours of my time, if not exactly 8 hours, if not more than 8 hours. We shall see. That's generally what I try to do every day, is give you a solid 8 hours of my time for your edification and enjoyment. Ugh. Alright, let's just move this over a little bit. And we'll just make sure we're not crooked. There we go. Alright, let's eat, shall we? I am freaking hungry. Zonk. Look at that. Very nice. There. Excellent. What is that over there? Oh, it's my Captain Power toys right there. Yeah. Well, first things first, let's have the last of our gummies. Get them in there, and then we'll just pile all the food on top of them. I think that'll be most effective. Get some protein in there and some stuff, so. Alright, last two of the strawberry gummies. We got a T, we got an O. Mm-hmm. And some nice cool water. Alright, so a little bit of rice to start off with. I gotta start that super colon blow thing. I need to do an intro video for it. That's what's been putting me off, or delaying it, is because I'm lazy. There we go. So here you can see, this is kind of like the tender part of it. And it's got like a big chunk of fat in there for flavor, and it's very good. Alright, that is perfect. Whoop, sorry. No, that hurt my ears. That usually doesn't bother me. There.
Hi. Sorry. I forgot I still had it on mute from earlier. I already got it, Will Hohenstein. I was just saying that we got this pretty much perfect. It's like right on the edge between, you know, a little bit of pink and undercooked. But no, it's just right. It's very good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know there was some streams a while back where I think I was editing stuff or something, and you could hear me, but not what I was working on, and nobody said anything for like 4 hours. And I'm like, I don't know unless you guys tell me. I don't see and hear it the way you're seeing and hearing it, so thank you for letting me know. This is just what I needed today. I haven't had pork chops for a while. They are good. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do them my usual way. Well, I guess I could if I just do a couple of them, but it's not quite the same, you know. I'd be a little too on the edge, but whatever. Living dangerously. Maybe I'll get a tapeworm, lose some weight. Yeah. That's very true. And that's one of the reasons you don't want like super lean pork, because the fat is actually what helps maintain the moisture. You definitely want that moisture in there. Also, the fat gives you the flavor. Like, even more so with pork than with other meats. See, I remember getting some that were like, they were hyping up the fact that it was like lean. Hardly any fat. I'm like, oh. And hardly any flavor. You know? Making you hungry for a second dinner? Yeah. Yes. The Flavor Channel. Welcome to the Flavor Channel. Taste us. Good old trail mix. Well, hey. And I got potato chips for later. I don't know. I think Rosie said she doesn't really like the sour cream and onion anymore, so that might just be 3 bags of chips for me. But do I do breaded pork loins? Well, I do breaded like pork chops cut from a pork loin. So I'll get like the full-size loin that these are cut from, and I'll cut my own. It's a little cheaper to do it that way. Actually, it's quite a bit cheaper. It's about half the cost of what it would cost to get them pre-cut. And, but yeah, I do that all the time. Have you never seen? That's like one of my biggest go-tos is breaded, like shake and bake pork chops. And they're all cut from pork loins. Loins was edited. Yeah. Uh-huh. So filthy. My filthy, filthy, dirty-minded viewers. Talking about their loins. Yeah, see, this one's actually perfect. Cooked right through. As like this? No, this is actually a rare way for me to do them. I usually do them breaded. That's like my usual go-to. I have a lot of cooking with Z-streams where I do them that way. Sometimes I'll get shake and bake. But often what I do is I just get the lightly seasoned breadcrumbs and I make my own breading. Like with my own combination of spices. That said, the combination of spices is pretty simple. It's usually the same as this. Basically, fresh ground pepper, granulated garlic, and then I add some basil and some salt. So I find with the breading, you want to have some salt in there to help kind of absorb the moisture so the breading doesn't dry out. Or, sorry, the breading doesn't turn to mush, rather, the opposite of drying out. But yeah, that's one of my usual go-tos. Just ask anybody. I'm actually shocked that you missed that somehow. I make them, like, all the time. Where the hell have you been, Seth? But yeah, I find that these are a good cut to prevent drying out, as they're just so naturally juicy. And like anything else, when you're cooking with any other kind of meat, steaks is like this too. You just give it a little poke with the fork. Test for firmness, and that's how you can tell how cooked through it is. So the pork chops, you want to take them off like right when they get to that level of firmness, you know. It should be about the firmness of when you flex a muscle. I learned that from Bonnie Stern. Bonnie Stern is a very famous Canadian chef. And I learned it from her in person, not on a TV show. In the mid-90s, I was living with my mom for a little bit. Mid to late 90s, I was living with my mom for a little bit. And she was a big fan of Bonnie Stern, watched her cooking shows all the time. And she was running a local cooking class because she was based in Toronto. So we signed up for it. And it was great. She was super nice. Very passionate about cooking. Treated everyone there like they were her best friends. Just a really, really nice person. So the best thing is like she'd be cooking something, right? throughout the class, and then we'd all get to eat it at the end. So we were literally like, had like Bonnie Stern, this world-class chef, cooking for us. You know, it was amazing. Sorry. Ice cream soup. Uh-huh. I see. That sounds good, Mike. I considered getting some stuff for the slow cooker this time around, but I didn't. I got other stuff instead. Maybe next time. I don't have any onions right now, so I didn't feel like carting a big bag of onions home. Good morning, Vermin. Air fryer? Yeah, I have no interest in frying things in anything other than oil. I refuse to believe that you can get the same level of flavor and texture from air. When I want to fry something, I go to... I know this is a little crazy, but try to stay with me. I use a frying pan. Possibly, probably, maybe, Vermin, I don't know. Just kind of playing it by ear. Wanted to make some food first. Oh, and yes, Mike, having a selection of stuff in the freezer, that's much the reason I do it as well. Of course, it's not like I have to go out to work, but I mean, still, I don't feel like cooking some days. I just want to warm something up, you know? Just pop it in the microwave. Oh, yeah. Were you here yesterday, Vermin, when we were checking out the new patch? I can't remember if you were here. Might help us all get in the mood.
Reese's Pieces peanut butter?
Yes.
And
Reese's Pieces always get me in the mood for Cyberpunk. Oh, God, Mr. Bean. This is actually kind of brilliant. I'm not playing it because of the obvious copyright, but the finger. That's amazing. Mr. Bean. That was actually pretty good little integration of clips. Yeah, no, that was quite well done. Is the patch changing much? Okay, obviously you weren't here yesterday. Well, I now have 5 apartments all across the city. They required everyone to respec their perks because they made some changes to the perk system. Cars are no longer as expensive as they are, and they tweaked the driving system. They did some tweaks to the inventory system. Remember how I was complaining about whenever you'd move the mouse, it would like pop up with the description instantly? Yeah, now there's a very slight delay, so you can still kind of scroll your mouse around before all the pop-ups start coming. So that's good. They did a major overhaul of the map, so you can actually adjust what is displayed, and makes it a lot easier to find stuff. And they added some weapons, they added some, I think they added some more gigs, and they added, it's still the same map, but there's options now for how you want to organize it. You can fully customize it to only display the things you want, or you can have it display like specific categories of things. So like I've just been leaving it on jobs basically, so which makes it so much easier. It's so much less cluttered now. And it's like, oh, where's a drop off? Where's a drop point so I can sell some shit? And then you just flip over to that, and it's just a lot better. So they did a lot of tidying in the interface. Now when you look in the mirror, any mirror, you can change your appearance. Like you can fully change it. You can like fully recustomize your character from the ground up if you want. So I did a bit of minor tweaking to mine, just my V's eye makeup and trying out a different hairstyle. But you can also customize your apartment to an extent. You have like 6 different themes you can choose from now. So it gives you a different color scheme based on your personal preference. I picked the one that was not yellow. I think the one I picked was kind of purple. I like purple. I love purple. There's been, if you look at the list of improvements, it goes on for fucking miles. Like it's almost like a No Man's Sky level overhaul. Little minor tweaks to some of the effects, like for example, raindrops on a window now pool and cascade down the window. It's quite nice. Just that little bit of extra detail, There's been some tweaks to how NPC traffic responds to either being hit or near misses or hitting you. The timing of how long it takes for them to sort of gun it and leave the area so you can fucking move again. Also, both drivers and passengers in non-player character cars can be killed from you smashing into their cars. The crowd, there actually seems to be more traffic and more pedestrians now. It looks like they've cranked that back up. I guess it's sufficiently optimized that they can do that. So I see. Wow, you're like just scarily into the story, Legally Blind Gamer. I'm just going along for the ride. I don't need to add anything to it personally, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Are they still popping in and out of existence? Possibly. I didn't really look too closely, but But yeah, in terms of like technical stuff, it seemed to be pretty solid. I didn't really have any issues there. But I did notice there were a couple of long hauls where I had to drive a fair distance, and there definitely seems to be a greater density of traffic now than there was before, which is more up to what it was like when it came out. But everything's been tweaked, so it actually works properly now. So, yeah, the elevator thing. There was that elevator thing. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Dessert. We were talking about Ruffles the other night. So I got some Ruffles. What? Barbecue? It's the Flamin' Hot barbecue. It's a variant. It's actually quite good. It's very similar to the regular barbecue, just with a little bit more pep. There does seem to be more variety in the crowds now. I do occasionally see some twins, but... Oh, that! Thank you so much for reminding... I couldn't remember what it was. Nobody clipped it. Literally nobody just clicked the clip button so I would know where the fuck that clip is. So, yes, thank you for remembering, because I couldn't even remember what the funny thing that happened was. So that's definitely one that we want to include. I didn't actually get crushed by the elevator. What happened was I got pinned on top of it. And I couldn't move. I had to restart the game. I like clipped through the elevator. Well, for some reason the doors were open, so I just went to walk in, but the elevator wasn't there yet, so I just fell down the shaft. And then the elevator was below, I think, and I ended up on top of it. And because I couldn't get into the elevator to push the button, I couldn't move. I was just stuck there, so I had to reload. Well, yeah, I said, hey, clip, please, and nobody clipped it. So I was just saying, like, guys, all of you have the power to make clips, and you don't have to put any effort into it at all. Just hit the clip button, and it'll at least put a marker on the stream, so when I'm going through it later, I can find that part. So your clip doesn't have to be a masterpiece of editing prowess. Really, I just need it for the marker. I'm going to end up doing it on my own anyway, as a highlight, so... But if you want to do, like, masterfully edited clips, by all means, feel free. Yeah, it's literally just a button. They made it really easy for people. So what the button does is it clips the previous 30 seconds from when you click the button. It's all automated. Or there's a way to do it manually where you can scroll through it a bit, and doing it manually gives you up to a minute. My earliest memory of Ruffles chips is there was a, I guess, gymnasium screening, weekend screening, of a single episode of Batman. They said it was Batman the movie. It was not. It was one of 2 episodes. And of course, they're all 2-parters. They didn't have the second episode, so we were just left hanging. I remember they had munchies there, and one of them was like the smaller bag of Ruffles chips. I don't think I'd ever had Ruffles before, and I really liked them. And I still really like him. And that's pretty much the whole story. There was one where the villains had teamed up, and Penguin had like a golden tank. So if you ever see that episode, that's the one that like 8-year-old me was watching, munching my little bag of Ruffles. Mm-hmm. For the longest time, I thought it was the movie. So when I finally saw the movie, I kept waiting for the golden tank to show up. But nope. They would, yeah, they often teamed up. Only one villain? Not enough. We must have all the villains. There's actually 3 different Catwomen. There's Julie Newmar was the first one. And then in the movie it was the name has escaped me. Someone else. And then in the last couple of seasons of the show, it was Eartha Kitt. Yeah. The most recent thing I remember Eartha Kitt from was she was the bad guy in Emperor's New Groove. And Patrick Warburton as her assistant. Well, it is at the moment. I was cooking pork chops and rice earlier, but I finished that and ate them. So now I'm having dessert. Mm-hmm. Ruffles. A feat of engineering. Lee Merriweather, thank you, Vern. I don't know why I blanked on that. So yeah, she was Catwoman in the movie. Jalapeno Cheetos, very nice. I like jalapeno cheese Doritos. Those are really good. Brains are just misfiring tonight, I guess. They do, actually, yeah, that's true. Lays are very salty. But here is just enough to give it, you know, a little bit of zing. Jalapenos. Sour cream and onion Doritos. I actually do have sour cream and onion Ruffles on hand. They're in the kitchen right now. And Flamin' Hot Barbecue. We'll enjoy some of those later. Ruffles barbecue, or sorry, Doritos barbecue is actually pretty good. Salt and vinegar. A lot of people do Yeah. I've known a few people that really like that. I don't mind it. I think I find the vinegar part of it a little too overpowering, though. I like just regular nature flavor. This new update is great. Oh, did you, you found it, Legally Blind Gamer? Bless your little heart. Tangy pickle. I have had dill-flavored, potato chips, which basically tastes like pickle. Yeah, I don't mind vinegar. It's just, you know, it's not something I would buy. But if it's there, I'll eat it. Excellent. Thank you so much, Legally Blind Gamer. Alright, we'll have to take a look at that. Bless your little heart, good sir. That literally just made my night. I was not looking forward to scrolling through that to find it. I'm sure it wouldn't have been that hard, because I lingered there for a bit. Alright, let's take a quick look here. Alright. So this should be a little different. Oh, shit! Fuck. What? I just clipped through the elevator. Why wasn't the elevator there yet? I can't move. I can't get out. I'm stuck. That's it. We're dead. This new update is great. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Someone clip that, please. Alright. That was great. This should be a little different. Oh shit! Fuck. What? Yes. I would say that was a little different. That was a correct assessment. That was definitely a little different. Greetings, Carlotten. Welcome. Everyone can now stop chatting and go back to lurking while I become the only one in chat. Perfect. Sounds good. And then when Michael gets here, you'll be off. You can tag team him there. Yeah, I don't get it either. We tagging in? Yes. I see backlog of many people chatting. Then I show up. Nobody says anything. Oh, good to see Bethesda is not the only source of those shenanigans. No. But as soon as I saw that, the first thing I was thinking, YouTube Shorts. That has got to be a YouTube Short. Carlatin is scary. He's so scary. Yeah, the first one, Cyberpunk is hilariously efficient with traffic, got a little over 1,200 views on YouTube Shorts, and then there's a couple other stuff, and then just yesterday, it was Cyberpunk 2077 is hilariously efficient with pedestrians. I did it in 2 parts because of the 1-minute limit, so that way I could include everything across those 2 parts, and that got 237 views. That's not a lot, but it's better than you know, the shorts typically do, like regularly do. You know, I'll get like 1 in 10 will kind of go mini viral, and then they'll be all like 50 or 60 for a few days, and then suddenly another one will go like mini viral, and you know, that's that. I am on TikTok, yes. Well, I've posted a few on TikTok, and that's why I go with YouTube Shorts. It's because they got better response and higher view count on YouTube Shorts than they did on TikTok. So basically, once in a blue moon, I'll post one on TikTok if it's like a really special one. But for the most part, I'm just using YouTube Shorts for the gaming clips, and then TikTok will be for other things. Now, that said, the last one I posted on TikTok was that same thing, but the 2 parts combined together, because TikTok allows for a longer running time. And that got like 1,600 views. So, I don't know. It's so hard to tell what's going to catch on, and yeah. It does. Although, in terms of bringing content to you, the algorithm is scarily efficient at finding things that are relevant to you. But you've been using TikTok more lately just to explore it and learn more about it, or just enjoying it? I mean, I look at TikTok stuff fairly frequently. They tend to be reposted all over the place, like the big ones, but doesn't work that well for you. Yeah, there's a lot of flavor on there, and this is noticeably spicy. This is definitely spicier than regular barbecue. Wow. The flaming hot bar. Oh, okay. These are hotter than I remember them being. It tastes like regular barbecue, but with fire. You just don't understand. Well, part of it is when they've done that. Is because their feeds are just so perfectly tuned to them. Just bear in mind, you need to interact with things a little bit. That'll help the algorithm along. So if there's something that you like, click like. And that lets the algorithm know you like that sort of thing. I noticed a lot of the psychics and tarot readers often don't put tags in theirs, or even a description. They'll just leave it blank. They'll have nothing. The idea being, if this message is meant for you, it will find you. It's actually kind of a neat way to do that. Gives it an extra mystical quality, you know. It's like there's no tags, no description, no title. If you're seeing this message, it's for you. I mean, I guess you could do that with anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a tarot reading. Stop scrolling. Look. No title, no tags, no description. This video's for you. This video about how to fold fitted sheets is from me. I better pay attention. I better take notes. I'll save this to my liked. I almost feel like when that happens, could the algorithm be so advanced that it does like some kind of visual recognition and voice recognition to pick up on the words that are said in the video and the images that are shown in the video? So even if there's no title, no tags, no description, let's say it's a tarot reading video, it would pick up key words from the reading with the audio and then pick up the fact that cards are being drawn in the video and interpret that, and thus send you more of them. I don't know. The algorithm works in mysterious ways, so we can only speculate. But here's the thing. I went down the tarot reading rabbit hole a little bit, and I'm telling you, almost all of them have no tags, no description, no nothing. And I keep seeing more and more of them in my feed. Ah, wait a second. There might be something written on their profile page. Maybe that's the trick. So it'll send the tarot readings out into the tarot reading system, even though there's nothing on the video itself, but the page says I do tarot readings. I don't know. Maybe. I like my audio-video indexing idea better. It's more spooky, sinister AI. So I don't know what to tell you, Caroline. I mean, if you're not having any luck with the algorithm figuring you out, I mean, wouldn't you say that's right in character with you? Like, that sounds like a very Crow-Latin way for things to happen. And what I mean by that is, look how long you've been coming here, and look how mysterious you still are to all of us. It takes some dedication. You should be, like, in charge of a special unit of witness protection and relocation or something, because nobody's able to hide themselves from the world quite like our Crow-Latin. The AI is sentient. The TikTok AI has a non-zero chance of becoming like Ultron. Hey, thanks, August. Paying the rent. I didn't realize how much I missed chips. I haven't had chips in quite a while. Chips tea. One pinky. it's all about the pinky. So yeah, it's weird. I get some weird things in my timeline. And a lot of very, like, relevant things, which I know it's sending me because I've watched so many of them. I did this to myself. I now get tarot readings and messages just for me all the time. It's like such a huge percentage of my timeline. It's ridiculous. Here's all the things that are going to happen to you this week. I'm still waiting for all the things that were supposed to happen last week. None of those have happened. Are you sure you're getting your dates right? Kindly tarot lady. Well, some argue that cyberspace is elevated to the point that it is now some form of collective AI. No single entity starts to hack something. Hacking just forms collectively to target something specific, like towards nations and companies and people. And no one can determine who started it. Huh. Greetings, JL. Welcome to Skynet. Yeah. Sick of you being in the house? Well, as long as you got your vaccines, you should be fine. Or at the very least, wear a mask. Random count... What do you mean? Random countdown TikToks. Like, what do you mean? I can leave the house anytime. I just have no desire to do so. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Or Facebook got hacked. Oldest people in history, and it's all people with fake ages. Uh-huh. Huh. Alright. I can't remember. Are you on my Facebook? I don't even know if you're on my Facebook. Yeah. Be like, whoa, click on this link and give me all your credit card information. Oh, god damn, I didn't realize how much I wanted those Ruffles. It's almost like my gummies are kicking in or something. I'll be back. Ugh.
face shield. Yeah, you really need proper N95 masks because it filters the air that you're breathing in. A face mask doesn't protect you from that. Or a face shield. All a face shield protects you from is if someone sneezes in your face. You know, you need an N95 filter. Get a reusable cloth mask that has a slot in it to put an N95 filter, and then that is what will protect you. Sorry, Mike. Sorry. God, I want chips so bad now. You have those as well. Okay, good. I'm going to have to repeat myself a few times. What? What's going on? Oh, here we are. Oldest people in history, and literally every spooky paranormal TikTok is set to Tiny Tim's Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Yes, I've noticed that. That's, odd. I don't know why. Welcome to TikTok. Ours is not to reason why, it is but to trend. Alright, I'll be back.